Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and consider supporting the Patreon. The link to that is in the description below. Also, if you comment on this video, your comment will be featured in my next Cyberpunk video, so be sure to do so. Okay, there was an E3 leak that surfaced just a couple of days ago, and I'm going to be speaking on that, as well as we're going to be talking about CD Projekt Red and how they are handling crunch time. So we will get to that later, but right now let's talk about this E3 leak. And supposedly this fella has a lot of sources and he has a lot of people that he knows within the industry. And when somebody says that, when somebody says they know too many people, quote unquote, that's a bit ridiculous in him saying that, because if you really did know a lot of people, why do you feel that you have to justify yourself and justify this leak by telling me that? That just doesn't make any sense. And also, why would you look to create waves and burn bridges that you really don't have to burn? Why would you do that? I have no idea. I don't know why people do the things that they do, but apparently this dude feels the need to do so, if that is the case. But I feel he's making it up, and we have seen leaks made up before. Let's look at last year. We saw a bunch of Starfield leaks, a bunch of Fallout leaks. Some were true, some were not. So take this with a grain of salt, but apparently we're going to be getting, for Cyberpunk 2077, a progress update, a new gameplay trailer, and a targeted date, which honestly, I really feel that this guy is just telling us information that's pretty common sense. They're definitely going to be telling us when we will be getting Cyberpunk 2077, whether it's this year or next year. I think that's why they're also having this conference, because last year was a great conference for CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. They showed us that 48-minute gameplay reveal, so that was fantastic. Maybe we will see more about the game in another trailer, because apparently the game has changed, so I could definitely see that, of course. But I definitely do see a release date, and I've been saying this the whole time. That's probably the main reason why they're having a conference, is to finally tell us when we could be getting our hands on Cyberpunk 2077. And this guy supposedly leaking it, I really don't think much of that. If this guy's right, and I applaud him. Good job. Now let's talk about crunch and how CD Projekt Red deals with mandatory crunch. So let's go to that article. Speaking to Kotaku, CEO and co-founder said that there will be no mandatory crunch for the project, ignoring the fact that most crunch isn't compulsory at most outfits, but companies passive-aggressively get their staff to work long hours. We're known, let me be humble for a moment here, we are known for treating gamers with respect. This is what we've been working hard toward, and I actually would like for all of us to be also known for treating developers with respect. We've been working toward it for some time already. We've been communicating clearly to people that, of course, there are certain moments where we need to work harder. Like, I think the E3 demo is a pretty good example. But we want to be more humane and treat people with respect. If they need to take time off, they can take time off. Nobody will be frowned upon if this will be requested. Studio head and Cyberpunk director Adam Badowski added, from a wider perspective, we need to remember that the whole production takes, say, 4 years, sometimes 5 years, and most of the time, like 3 years, there's no crunch. There's no additional hours. Sometimes before E3 we crunch, but most of the time the production is super normal. We're talking about the very last round towards the release, and it's always difficult to manage, but you know that there are some complications. It's really difficult not to use all the forces at the very end. Plus, there's another factor. Sometimes we have unique specialties, very unique people, and you cannot clone them. We need them to work on highly specific things, and we need to ask them to spend more time on something highly specific, because there's no other way to do it. It's most likely R&D or very special requests like tools. So there you have it. Crunch has been a thing in the gaming industry, obviously forever. It's always been a thing. They want to start accelerating things and push things out as quick as they can. They've been working on this game for a very long time, since 2012, and then been working hard at it since The Witcher 3's DLC was released. So they've been working on this game for a while. Now there's crunch time. It's close to release, guys. Whether they have revealed it or not, it's close to release. That's why we're getting all this news. All of a sudden, we're getting news about crunch or Cyberpunk 2077. Guys, the release date is coming, and that's what they're preparing for. They're preparing for this year's E3, but they're also preparing to release the game very soon, whether it's this fall or May of next year. We don't know, but what we do know is crunch is a thing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I would love to see what you have to say. Please hit that like button, comment if you haven't already. Please subscribe for more. Go check out my Patreon. Go check out my Twitter. The links to those will be down in the description below. What do you guys think? Let me know. I would love to see what you have to say. All right, guys. Once again, I thank you all for watching. More Cyberpunk content and Bethesda content coming on the way. This is Joe, signing out.